Hi everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. It's Friday morning. This week we have seen the rollout of American Riviera Orchard's first product. Megan has sent 50 jars of strawberry jam to friends and influencers that she hopes will promote the jam on their Instagram or their other social medias. This is her kind of rollout, and this is what she's depending on them to do the work for her. There's so much wrong with this. So much wrong with this. First of all, let's get it straight. You know, she wants to be Martha Stewart. She wants to be Flamingo Orchard. She wants to be the best of everything and every product in the world. But you know who she's really competing against? Same as always. It's Catherine. It's William and Catherine. Don't forget. They are now the they are now the Prince and Princess of Wales. And as the Prince of Wales, William has the whole Duchy of Cornwall at his disposal, an income of about $20 million a year. And the Duchy has a brand, Duchy Originals, Duchy Organics, products that are produced in the region, which are sold in one of the high-end grocery stores in Britain, Waitrose. There's all kinds of everything from sausages to pork pies to, you won't believe it, strawberry jam, Duchy Original Strawberry Preserve Extra Jam. And it is selling for £2.80. And it is a jar of, how many grams? 340 grams. That is 82.4 pence per 100 grams. Not bad. We still don't know what Megan's going to be schlepping her jam for. Now, here's the thing. If you look at the label, it goes, Waitrose and Partners Duchy Organic Extra Jam Preserve. Okay? The label tells you exactly what it is, who produced it, and you can see on the side of the label the nutritional information. Now we just have to look at the label, the jar that Megan has put her strawberry jam in. The little jar with her over-detailed logo. You put it all together with her sort of fake calligraphy, squirrely letters. It just looks like scribbles. It's a non-discernible logo. You can't read it. It's over-stylized. One good hint was if she had used proper glue so that the label didn't peel off the damn jar, but that's another story. Yeah, like just an over-detailed label, pretentious. And then she's got this little, piece of muslin tied with raffia on the jar lid. So what are you doing? Are you going for homegrown Pioneer Goddess jam, or over-stylized, meant to be sold in the most expensive store jam? She's trying to do everything. That whole little material tied with the raffia rope on the jar. That's 2 decades out of fashion. You know, just because Martha Stewart did it back in the day doesn't mean that that's nowadays, especially with a product like this. There's a lot of considerations. First of all, for it to be legal and sold and all of that. I know the information on the label. I think we're a little more stricter up here in Canada, but still, even in the States, you have to put the ingredients. You have to put the nutritional information. You have to put where it comes from. For example, Waitrose and Partners Duchy Originals, we know that these berries that made the jam were grown in the Duchy of Cornwall. MEGHAN'S jam, on the label, no discernible information at all of the origin of the jam, and she's not making, first of all, Orchard apparently at their house in Montecito, which isn't their house. They don't live there. It's a storefront for their brand, basically, always has been. But nonetheless, should they want to play the game, there's, I think, a lemon orchard. Why the heck are you doing strawberry jam? Strawberries are in bushes. It's not an orchard. They're not in tree. Anyway, but that's just another big branding fiasco we could discuss, but no, there's no information. And we know in that area, as there is in every large city, if you've ever worked in food service, if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you know that a lot of your jams and condiments and everything comes in massive, 5-gallon buckets. You can get mayonnaise that way, you can get jam that way, anything, ketchup, whatever, salad dressings. If you're not making it yourself on site, you're buying it in a 5-gallon bucket. And the fact that there's absolutely, when she put this out there, no information about the product at all. Did she just scoop it out from a 5-gallon bucket and put her label on it? Depending on the contract with the food service establishment, it's probably legal for her to be able to do that. There's all kinds of, oh my God, if she's producing it herself, the amount of legislation, first of all, to produce anything out of your house, there's inspections and you need licenses and all kinds of things, none of which anybody's been able to uncover. So she hasn't been doing that. Even if you've got a branded product and you're not producing it at home, you got to rent a space, like say rent a kitchen in wherever to produce your products. If you're a small establishment, and wherever you're producing your food stuff, whether it be the church hall kitchen or a small restaurant after hours or the cooking department of a high school, the home ec department wherever you are, whatever facility you are using to produce your product has to be licensed and inspected and all the jazz. There's paperwork. There would be a trail if she's actually producing this, and we've seen none of that. So I've come to the conclusion that she's done the 5-gallon bucket and just filled the jars at home. So, is that going to go anywhere? I mean, yeah, she can probably buy it wholesale, buy a bunch of, and fill them up and send them out, and that might work for a while. But once those jars are for sale, she is going to have to put all that information on the label. All the nutritional information has to be on the label, and where it's made and where it's from, and all of that has to be present on the label. So the jig is going to be up, unless she tries to fake it and gets, wow, you don't want to mess with fraud in the food industry, because that's just awful and it'll get you in real trouble. But no, she knows she wants to be as big as Martha Stewart. She wants to be as big and rich and esteemed as Flamingo Orchard or Goop. Like I've always said, it's all about the optics. It's all about the appearances. She can, have a way to connect her name in a sentence to Flamingo Orchard or whatever, and then it makes her feel like she is just as important as them. It's all about the optics. It has nothing to do about the actual commitment to a business plan or a vision or a dream. Her only dream is to be richer and more powerful than anybody else. That's it. And that covers all the bases. Doesn't matter in what, whether you're selling jam or running the world or running the monarchy, as long as you're the top dog, that's all she's worried about. And her hatred of Kate and her vile machinations against Charles and William. I mean, the Duchy originals. This is whom, heart of hearts, I think, who she's really competing with. They've got a solid brand that sells well in high-end stores. It's not terribly expensive. Now, what they say here, I'll just read you. This is in the thumbnail, you'll see the picture. And this came straight from the Waitrose online website, the supermarket's website, right? And it tells you about it. Strawberry Preserve Extra Jam, sweet and juicy organic strawberry preserve extra jam. The organic strawberries that go into our preserves are grown in harmony with nature and without reliance on artificial chemicals and fertilizers. Each batch of organic strawberry preserve is hand-stirred in open pans for rich texture and flavor. Ideal for baking sweet treats and desserts, as well as spread generously on toast. Each time you buy a Waitrose and Partners Duchy organic product, sales from the brand provide a donation to the Prince of Wales Charitable Fund. Since 2009, you have helped us raise over £30 million for good causes, supporting a wide range of projects and communities. That tells you everything about the jam. That tells you it's organic. On the label, you have the ingredients and nutritional information. It also tells you that a portion of the proceeds of the jam is going back into the Prince's Trust to fund other projects. So You're buying our organic jam at a good price. Money's going to, some of the proceeds are going to a charitable trust. Everything good about it. It's a nice, simple label, easy to read. You know exactly what you're getting. MEGHAN'S, just chicken scribble of an over-stylized label. You can't read it. You can't discern the letters. American Riviera Orchard is too long. You'll never remember the name of the darn thing, and it doesn't give you any information. Her jam, she's buying it from a food service in 5-gallon buckets and paying somebody to scoop it into the jars. I hope she sterilized those jars. It's farcical. She has no idea what she's doing. And we know this is the scam. And if she'll do it with the jam, she'll do it with every other product. She'll just try to find some cheap product somewhere, pass it off as her own. But even doing that, there still needs to be inspection. There still needs to be licenses, none of which we've seen. So don't be buying her jam even when it does go on sale. Don't be buying her jam. This is just more of the same. This is how Meghan operates. This is going to be, this whole American Riviera Orchard is just going to crumble under the weight of the escapade. This is not a real business venture. She doesn't know what she's doing. It's going to be fun to watch, though. Have a great day, everybody. Like, subscribe. Please leave me a comment. Love to know what you're thinking. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.